We focused this lesson on Brexit. We tried to get the children to take a balanced view of it. Brexit was always a lose-lose situation for the EU and the UK. The EU was losing a member, a large one at this, which brought balance in the Franco-German tandem at the top of the EU. For the UK, it was going to imply barriers to movement and trade with a large club of countries which are on their doorstep. Everyone knows that life is much easier if you have a harmonious relationship with your neighbours. For Ireland, Brexit was specifically difficult because the UK is a big partner. The only land border between the EU and the UK is also on the island of Ireland, which complicated things. The EU wanted to make sure that Ireland wasn't going to be used by the UK as the back door onto the single market for British goods which do not comply with European standards. So, for example, meat injected with hormones might be cheaper to produce, but it is forbidden in the single market. The EU didn't want such British produce being sold in the EU and being unfair competition to European meat producers. It took 4 years to negotiate a deal. It was done in 2 steps. First, a withdrawal agreement with a Northern Ireland protocol. It means that Northern Ireland stays in the single market and the border is now between Great Britain and the island of Ireland. As a result, there is no hard border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. This would have breached the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, and it was really important it didn't happen. The second step is a Brexit deal called the EU-UK Trade and Cooperation Agreement. This was negotiated in a few months. Officially, the UK left the EU on the 31st of January 2020. Then started a transition period during which the UK still had to apply all the EU rules but had nobody sitting in the European institutions. During those 11 months, the UK and the EU negotiated and finally agreed on a deal which covers the trading of goods. Trading services like banking, IT or healthcare will require further individual negotiations. There is no more mutual recognition of professional qualifications between the EU and the UK. So why did it happen? The UK left because they wanted to take back control of the rules applying to their country. The EU is based on shared sovereignty. When countries sign up to be part of the EU, they agree to share their decisions with other countries, and sometimes it goes against what you would have decided by yourself as a country. Overall, countries in the EU still think that they are stronger by being inside the EU rather than being able to decide on the rules by themselves, but being outside. By leaving the EU, the UK can make its own rules. However, they cannot have a detrimental impact on the single market. This was agreed in the TCA. It means that the UK can use other means, but they have to keep to the same goals as the EU for the most part. For many who voted for Brexit, this is not what they wanted. A quick mention of fisheries here. Yes, the European fishermen have to give back 25% of their quota over time until 2026. Fishermen on both sides, UK and EU, are very cross about this. Brexit being inevitable once the UK decided to implement the results of the referendum, giving back 25% of quotas to the UK is a good deal for the EU. The UK wanted 80%. British fishermen understood they would get full sovereignty over British waters. So you can see why they would be unhappy after voting in their huge majority for Brexit. For this lesson, children really need to understand that the UK is a 4-piece puzzle country and that it's not England leaving but the whole of the UK, despite Scotland and Northern Ireland voting to remain in the EU. It can therefore be mentioned that as soon as the Trade and Cooperation Agreement was signed, Scotland announced it would fight for its independence and apply to join the EU if it became a sovereign nation. Still a lot of British drama on the cards from a trading perspective, since services haven't really been dealt with, from a constitutional perspective with a possible independence referendum in Scotland, and from the movement of people, which will generate many legal battles.